What is up everyone, it's InvertedDL here with a brand new video. Today I will be talking about backrooms level 974. But before that, I wanna give a huge thanks to everyone who subscribed to me. I'm so close to 500 subscribers, and I deeply appreciate anyone who subscribes to me. Anyways, let's get into the explanation of this backrooms level. Level 974, also known as Kitty's house. The survival difficulty is class 1, it's safe, secure, and has minimal entity count. Level 974 appears to be a moderately sized home with pink theming throughout the interior. There appears to be no physical door leading to an outdoor area, and windows within the level simply reveal artwork depicting what one would typically see outdoors, except with a notably cute theming to it. Due to its finite space, there are only a few rooms which can be accessed and explored in the level. This level consists of a normal-sized bedroom, a master bedroom, 2 bathrooms, a living room, and a dining room with an attached kitchen. Plumbing and electricity function normally in level 974, and there is a decent Wi-Fi connection as well. These amenities have all been proven safe to use, and wanderers are encouraged to use them while in the level, as they may not encounter another safe spot for a while. The distinctive quirk of this level is the pink and pastel theming and decor within it. The walls, furniture, and even the appliances all have this notable style of decor. These items are often branded with familiar mascots from the front rooms, such as characters from Sanrio and San-X. Many consumable items can be found here, such as greasy marshmallows and various types of food typically seen in the front rooms. These items are located within the kitchen's fridge and pantries. The food itself is in good condition and is completely safe to consume. Anything taken from the pantries or fridge will eventually replace itself by unknown means. Only one known entity resides in level 974, the entity known as Kitty. Kitty is a 3.2 meter tall, humanoid entity with unnaturally long, lanky limbs which lack hands or feet. The entity's skin is matte black and has a texture similar to that of leather. It also seems to lack any semblance of facial features, but is assumed to be able to see, hear, and smell the same way most wanderers can via alternate methods. When moving, Kitty travels smoothly and swiftly, oftentimes surprising wanderers who were not aware of its existence by appearing in close vicinity to them. The entity has not yet displayed any forms of hostility, opting instead to stalk wanderers as they explore and rest within level 974. There are no bases, camps or outposts on this level. If a wanderer has anything perceived as cute on their person upon entering a new level, there is a slight possibility of being transported to level 974 instead of the location they would have normally been transported to. The only known exit from level 974 is by giving Kitty a cute item that was obtained before your visit. This item can be given to Kitty at any time during your stay. Upon handing the gift to Kitty, you will immediately fall asleep and wake up in a safe level. Well, to extend the video, I will talk about level 974 from THW fandom, not the wikidot. Level 974, a child's abnormality. The survival difficulty is class 2, it's unsafe, secure, and has low entity count. Level 974 is an expansive sky consisting of an undetermined, conceivably infinite amount of floating islands scattered around the sky. Each island bears a multitude of towns possessing a variety of sizes and structures, ranging from a single lonely house to an extensive town that stretches on for thousands of miles. Structures and houses in each town possess architecture similar to the typical American suburbs originating from the 80s. The totality of these islands' surfaces is entirely covered with fake grass, although quite a few indistinguishable plants deriving from the front rooms, such as bushes, flowers, trees, and even peculiarly, beehives, can occasionally appear alongside the fake grass on the surfaces of the islands. These particular islands are entirely made of rock, devoid of dirt, minerals, etc. Level 974's islands are uniformly indistinguishable from each other, no articles of someone reporting unique islands distinguishing from the usual islands that had ever been reported. Lakes and massive reservoirs of almond water have a chance of appearing on the islands. Nonetheless, it is theorized more had existed in the past. However, due to their presumed nonsensical generation, it is theorized this has caused these bodies of almond water to appear on the edge of the islands, resulting in the almond water simply draining and dropping down to the abyss below. The multitude of towns that reside within level 974's uncountable islands possesses houses with the physical characteristics similar to that of 1980s American suburban architecture. As previously mentioned, no current confirmed interpretations of buildings other than houses had been reported in level 974, though monstrous unstable structures constructed out of conjoined houses the size of 100 kilometers can be spotted rarely. When passing through or entering these structures, remain high alert due to the instability of this abnormal structure, as it had been proven they do not possess such foundation to keep them stable. The collapse of these structures are plausible, increasing the risk of termination due to crushing. There is a minute, if any, the difference between each house, and are not easily distinguishable due to their monotony. Features such as its manufactured-like physical appearance similar to a child drawing of a typical home, the consistency of possessing gable-style roofs, the scarceness of a foundation to keep these houses stable, abundance of toy, inedible, and plastic versions of supplies such as almond water. In addition to the occasion abnormality these houses possesses a chance to bear such as lack of windows and upside-down houses whilst having its interior remain seemingly normal, and vice versa. Nonetheless, the outdoor paint coating and the interior of these houses remain varied and deviate in size, structure, and overall physical appearance. The furniture within each house has a style that corresponds with the overall aesthetic of the household. Due to this, several factors effectuate the interior of these homes childlike and nostalgic in some way, looking as if it possesses an architecture of a typical household dollhouse. The circumstances of the architecture are meaningless and non-existent, as its objective of being a safe place to house wanderers is drastically annulled. The main method of transportation of level 974 peculiarly seems to be cars and other four-wheeled vehicles such as trucks, assumed to be determined by the roads possessing the size of a standard highway with a width of approximately 15 meters. These roads seemingly circle the towns in each of the islands, and some had been seen connecting 2 to 4 islands, devoid of any support to avoid a potential collapsing event like any normal roads do. These roads are constructed out of river sand, resulting in a colony, groups visiting the level quite often to collect/mine the sand due to the abundance and infinite supply of them these roads are made of. In addition to the aforementioned roads, wanderers, when entering level 974, will always spawn inside a car, no matter which entrances or endeavor they might use to get in. These cars possess a mechanical and physical appearance that is similar to the cars in the front rooms, with the only deviation being the lack of license plates and the undetermined brand which can identify these cars' origination. These cars do not require gas, yet they still seldomly break down and malfunction. Islands of level 974 which provides a place for the towns to sit differ in shape, though they commonly have an embodiment of a blob shape, and some could even have a shape of a polygon. The size of these islands is broad in range, nonetheless, they are almost always large to an extent, as the average scale of these islands is approximately 500 kilometers to 600 kilometers in both length and width, although small islands could sometimes still be seen. It is theorized the main factor which results in these islands possessing the ability to float in the sky is that these islands do not have weight, although it could not be proven, as it is currently impossible to measure it with the current technological capability. Moving across islands is possible due to wooden bridges which connect both or even on occasion 10 islands, yet it is not advised to attempt to use them due to the unstable nature of these bridges, as they are mostly worn down and one possesses a high chance of falling off from these bridges. Although some might speculate level 974's sky is infinite in length, its width is determined to be anything but. The width of the sky has a width of approximately 50,000 kilometers, resulting in a minority of areas in level 974 being overpopulated with islands, limiting visibility, in addition to the high risk of falling objects such as houses and tree trunks. There exists two flat planes acting as the floor and the roof of level 974. These planes seemingly stretch on forever, authenticated by the inconsiderable amount of people who had stepped on the surface of the plane. These people emphasized their horizon as infinite and motionless. No matter if you walk or ride a plane for far enough, it still stays the same, though they had not described the material in which these planes are constructed of. Some select persons from the for example had hypothesized these planes are made of anomalous clouds, based on the only existing image of it. Level 974 possesses only a few amounts of common entities. Due to this, it is assumed these entities are not native to the level only one it is. Entities such as hounds, smilers, and shadow facelings could be found in level 974. Smilers in level 974 only exist inside houses that do not possess electricity. Entity 28, more commonly referred to as tumblers, possesses an appearance of a black virus-like body covered with tentacles which can be distinguished tentacles from an animal originating from the front rooms called the octopus. Its skin appears to be jelly-like, though if in a case where someone applies force to it by punching or smacking it, the skin will harden as if it is solid, similar to how the way a non-Newtonian fluid acts. Tumblers are not notorious for their intelligence though. They only bear a below average intelligence, having the same IQ level as an average dolphin. Tumblers are considered to be native inhabitants of level 974, as, upon the initial discovery of the level, several tumblers, in their passive state, had been seen rolling around the town of level 974. No tumblers had ever been spotted nor discovered in other levels. It is thought they either do not possess the knowledge of the existence of no clipping, or they simply avoid entering other levels due to the insufficient supply of food and water. In addition to the uncertainty of entering level 974, establishing a permanent community at the level is infeasible. Though groups may enter level 974 from time to time, meeting other wanderers and persons are rare. Various factors cause one to no clip through the streets located in level 7998, being the most common during the daytime. Several previously missing subjects found in level 974 had claimed an entry to level 161 had somehow led them here, however it is unknown how they entered in the first place. Certain parts of level 39 which possesses a similar scenery to level 974 will slowly fade into the level, staying inside for an undetermined amount of time inside houses possessing a pink paint coating in level 942 will eventually result in losing consciousness. Upon waking up, one will find themselves inside a random car. Houses possessing at least a single wall painted pink in level 741 will grant one access to level 974. Certain anomalies in level 62 causes one to suddenly be transported to level 974. No clipping through a door on level 45 will lead one here. Grabbing glitched clock on level 1236 teleports here. Falling to the abyss below without succumbing to hitting the islands will lead one to the void. Do not attempt this. Quantum fluctuations have an extremely rare chance of happening when one accidentally or purposely falls into the abyss below. This event will grant one access level 1368, level 333, and rarely, level 942. Usage of this endeavor is incredibly risky. However, and should be avoided, certain houses may lead one to level 16, certain locations in level 974 possesses a grid-like pattern in which separates itself from level -69. Entering a grid-bearing architecture similar to level -69 will grant one access to the said level. Entering areas with impossible architecture and/or geometry will grant one entry to level 596. Entering houses which do not contain any furniture will transport one to level 2023. Entering a pink house shall lead one to level 757. Entering any houses which possesses a notable name in the front rooms will lead one to level 94. Entering houses filled with colorful spheroids shall lead one to the upper subterranean regions of level 60.